Hello, everyone. I received a question on one of the quizzes, quiz 7, I believe, quiz 6, actually. And the question is asking you to find the minimum first cost to make the project uneconomically justified. All right, that's a good question. I appreciate the person who asked this question. So let's go over Excel here and show you how to solve this particular question. Looking at the table here, you have a first cost of 13,000. Of course, these are in $1,000 unit, which means these numbers are in millions, but to simplify things, we make it as in $1,000 unit. So we have a first cost of 13,000. Annual of benefit per year is 3,800. Future worth of this benefit 6,750. Maintenance and operational cost per year is 400, and the live project is 20 years. In a different question, we asked about the BC ratio. So what we did here, we looked into the information that is given. We will convert all these numbers into the annual worth, starting with the first cost. We used PMT, 10%, 20 years, 13,000. And then this is going to be the same, 3,800. It's already in the A format, no need to change it or anything. For this benefit, this is a future worth, so we have to convert it into annual worth using the PMT function, 10%, 20 years, present value nothing, the future value is 6,750. And this is the maintenance and operational cost is already in the annual format. There's no need to convert it into anything. It's already in the A format. So now to do the BC ratio, we find the benefit minus this benefit. So we started with a B minus D. The benefit is 3,800 minus this benefit of 117. And that will give you a net benefit of 3,682. The total cost would be the maintenance operational cost plus the annual worth of the initial cost. And again, we're using the conventional BC here. We include all the costs together as a total cost. And now you divide the benefit over the cost to find out what would be the BC ratio for this project. Okay, now again, this is for a different question asking about the BC ratio, but the questions that I'm making this video is to find what would be the initial cost that make this project uneconomically justified. One way for doing it, and we have these options given to us as 27,941, option B 22,365, option C 25,089, and option D is 19,489. So one thing that you should do, if you don't know how to approach it and you've finished this and you are very confident about your answer, one thing that you could do is go to here to the initial cost in the payment function and change that, start playing with these numbers. So let's increase the 13,000 to $20,000 and see if that's going to bring the BC ratio to be less than 1. So I did try the 20,000. That will give you a 1,300 or 1.33 BC ratio, still economically justified. Let's increase that to 25,000. And this is still the BC ratio is more than 1. No, this is not what the answer would be. We'll increase that to 30,000 to be 30,000 as the initial cost. And that start giving you a BC ratio less than 1. Okay, to be more accurate, let's go back to 29,000. So we're going to do 29,000. That's still less than 1. So this is something that we should consider. Let's do 28,000. See if that's going to keep it at a less than 1. Yes, so it's less than 1. So let's do 27,000 as initial cost. Now, here is where you have to stop. Say, okay, well, we start seeing the BC as a more than 1. So let's increase to $27,500, still more than 1. All right, let's do 27,600, still more than 1. Let's go to 27,000 27,900. This is still more than 1, but we're close to break that rule. So we'll do 27,950, and that will it's going to start giving you a number less than 1 for the BC ratio. And therefore you could select, okay, well, I'm here, so the answer would be A. However, this is not the way to answer your question. I'm just telling you there one way for doing it. So we're going to keep this at 13,000 as what is given to us. And we follow the logical way to answer this question. Let's go back to the BC ratio. What is the BC ratio? The BC ratio would be the benefit minus this benefit divided by the total cost. As you see, I wrote down this equation right here. Okay, now for the benefit minus this benefit, we already calculated in a previous step right there. That would be 3682. Now for the total cost, this is where we have to stop and think. The total cost would be annual worth of the initial cost. That would be the annual worth of the initial cost plus the 400. And now what's the goal is? The goal is to make the BC less than 1. So what we need to do to simplify things, let's call the BC is equal to 1, and we find the initial cost. So we build the equation, BC is equal to the benefit minus this benefit divided by the total cost. So 1 is equal to 3682 divided by the annual worth of the initial cost plus the 400. All right, now we have an equation with one variable. Solve this equation for the annual worth of initial cost. So that would be 3682 minus 400. That would give you an annual worth of the initial cost to be 3282. And now, in order to find the present worth of the cost, we use the PV 10%. This project will last for 20 years. And for this parameter, the payment will ask you for the annual payment, which is the annual worth for the cost. And we select that number right there we just calculated from solving the BC ratio for the annual worth of initial cost, and that would give you 27,942. And again, this will give you a BC ratio of equal to 1, so we need something less than that. So anything less than 27,942.79 cents would give you a BC ratio less than 1, and therefore the answer would be A, because this is the number that should give you a less than 1. Of course, all of these will give you a less than 1, but these are not accurate. The one more accurate one is the 27,941. I hope this is helpful. Please let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.